Hello and welcome to episode 26 of our Timberborn Update 5 Waterbeaver playthrough here in cycle 26, day 2. Last time we at last started on the construction of our badwater bypass. We didn't think it was possible, but turns out it is, hopefully. And we're gonna try and get that at least somewhat going today. We have plenty more to do, including blasting these channels out and working on getting the channel to the outside of the map finished as well. It's going to be a challenge because of the geometry of this area here, and we're going to have to maybe get a little bit creative about how this gets ran out the outside here. But basically, all we've got to do is get it to where we can have at least some channel through here, and then out into this little crack right there, and then hopefully it doesn't flow back into our main channel, but it's going to take a long time. I'm not going to guarantee that this happens in this episode. I'm not going to guarantee that it happens in the next one, but we are working on it, and that's what matters. So, now that we are back in our temperate season, once we feel like we're safe with the badwater, we can reconnect everything, and then these guys can get back to work. We do have 16 contaminated beavers presently in our main district, which is still heavily bad-watered. There are, I guess it's just all 16 of those, huh? Yep, these guys are fine. And we have our fair share of stuff to take care of here as well, because, well, all sorts of things. Lots and lots and lots of stuff that we need to get done here, and we're going to have our work cut out for us, folks. We also unlocked the ladders, which we have learned. I think we should be able to put the... I'm not used to this being possible, but apparently we can use these little one-by-one bridges as little intermediaries on the ladders. So thank you to the mod creator and for all of you who mentioned this in the comments for making that possible. That's going to help us out a lot. Of course, like I said last time, once this is in place, I am going to cut off this farm and all that into our main district. And then over here on the high ground, we have plenty more space to expand and see what we're going to be getting into. So, we've talked about it forever. We need to build a medium mine. We don't have the science for it right now, but we can identify some places that we need to build those, and we can excavate at the very least. We're going to have to wait to get that science up. But this entire area up here is perfect for that because this is all permanently polluted. And we do have these dead brambles and stuff over here, but this is irrigated land, so it would be kind of a waste not to use this for farming. And of course, we're going to have this area here also blasted out. I don't remember exactly how I was going to do this, but I believe the intention was to just have this dynamited all the way out, and I was going to go down so we could use our floodgate dam and just let it go up to its full height here. But that's going to require a lot of blasting, and we don't really need to worry about it at this exact moment in time, so I think we're not going to. We're just going to leave it alone. But this space over here is going to be great for those medium mines. Again, we can get the outline of this. We have to blast out a bunch of holes to put these things in here, but like I said, since this is permanently polluted, this is a great spot for it. All we have to do is to be able to staff these things, which... I mean, they're 10 beavers apiece. It really shouldn't be that big of a deal to make that happen. We would just have to have a couple of pit and ladder lodges or some other thing we're maybe using as a dam that we could possibly get into. I don't know. We've got options for stuff. We just need to make sure we're staying on top of things. So we'll go ahead and turbo mode and see what else we're having to get ourselves into. Now, I did hear a theory in the comments that I am skeptical of, but very interested to see if it's actually working like this. So the theory is that when the beaver washing machine is operating, it actually blocks water flowing and causes the backup upstream. Now, I don't know if that's how that works or not. I would imagine that's probably not how it works. But, you know, anything is possible. And it is the water beavers after all. So anything is super possible with these guys. Just maximum chaos mode at all times. Now, this has not been replanted because, of course, this is what it is. But I think we're safe now to go ahead and get all this reconnected, which means this outside as well. Yeah, there we go. That's going to get them access up here to continue removing these trees and planting the dynamite. And a couple of you kind of ribbed me a little bit in the comments last time for like, why are you waiting for the trees to get cut down? You have more wood than you're ever going to need. Fine. Fine. We'll just get rid of the trees. We'll just do it. It's easier. But, you know, sometimes it's nice to not waste things. I think, at least. So they'll take care of that. And then we've got to solve the problem of how we are going to get the bad water through here. Easiest thing to do would just be to cut a channel right through here. But the problem we're going to run into is that this space in this exact spot is going to be open to the outside if we do that, because there's no height here. But since this is a bypass, I am pretty sure it's going to have to be more than 1 block wide. It's probably going to have to be 2 wide, 2 deep. At least. And I really hope it doesn't overflow the first time we use it, because that would be a catastrophe. So I'm kind of thinking, like, we're going to have to get the beavers up here and just blast part of this cliff face down. Probably a reasonably large portion of it, to be perfectly honest with you. I just don't really know. I don't really know what the best course of action would be for that. I mean, obviously, it would not be that big of a deal to come through here, but we are going to continue running into issues with the height when we get over to here, unless we really wanted to line a whole bunch of space over here with these houses, which I do not want to do. We would have to put in levees, which, again, we can do. Is perfectly capable of doing that. It's just, they take a lot of clay to build, and I don't currently think I have a thing doing clay. Oh, I paused that water pump because I didn't want to use all my planks. Well, I have plenty of planks now, so I guess that's probably no longer that much of a concern. Everything else is good to go. I guess we can go ahead and just let that be what it needs to be. I don't know about building the upgrades at this exact moment in time. Maybe we'll have to see what goes there. But hopefully I did a good enough job of trying to explain how this is supposed to work. I think it should be fine if we end up doing this like I thought we were going to be doing. Let's get these. See, these actually just grew in here while I was talking. That's why you don't do that, folks. Alright, so that's going to go in there. We'll blast this down 1. We'll have to go down 1 more. Same thing here as well. And then, again, because of the depth here, we are going to have to go down considerably. But I think for all of our collective sanity, it's probably going to be best for us to just put in levees along at least here, here, and here, and then just shove this over there. I think we're going to be able to do it. But we do unfortunately have to build these one at a time, because that's just the way it goes. So that's going to be a fun thing for us to try and figure out here. And we'll also have to have the other dam in place here. So maybe maybe we'll put the dam here to let the bad water out. We'll go there. They got plenty of stuff to do. We don't really need to be stressed out about time here, because you know you can't control it. You might as well just do what you can and just not worry about it. Yeah, they're gonna take their time doing this. So why don't we take another moment here, because we are making science. It's just slow. and think about where I can blast a hole for this mine. I know we want to do it in this general area. It will go down from, I believe, yeah, that little hole right there. But we have to have space on the side. I think, honestly, I think this should work okay. I know it doesn't really look like it's going to work like this, but I believe it is going to be possible. I just wish I didn't have this thing in the middle of the... Wait, does this let me flip this? No way! Oh, of course it lets me flip it. That's how the game works, but... I don't know, I'm stuck in the mindset of, oh, well, you can't flip this because the building's not designed to be flipped there. Well, I can't really make a... Okay, tilting my head is not going to work to try and see better. That's not how looking at a screen works. But I believe all we have to do... I was trying to do it without looking at this, but if I just put that little board there, then I should be able to utilize my brain, what little of it remains, and I think, yeah, it's just rotated weird is all it is. Oh, also I flipped it. Maybe I shouldn't do that, just for that reason alone, because then I can't follow the whole thing. But I do wonder if I did this way, and I just blasted the hole to be huge anyway, flat at the same level, if I could just put in the stairs and the platforms. I'm sure that would work. But, boy, is that funny, trying to imagine figuring out how to do all that, but that's fine. We'll just remove these trees, come back in, put a mine in, maybe put another mine in somewhere. But all this stuff takes time, folks. You got to get on it early, or as early as you can. How are we doing here? Okay, there's still... Alright, I'm going to have to prioritize the removal of these because they are wanting to place the dynamite first, which, you know, is understandable. But I need this to be removed before I can place more dynamite. Good. Good, good, good. Just that one left. I think we're going to be okay. Although, to be honest, I kind of want to just go ahead and get that started, but I will be good. I will choose not to be... Well, they already got the clay up here? Okay. Well, that works. Let's prepare for this. Clear out this space, because I can build from both sides, if I so choose. Do I want to take my chances with just having the corner come in like this? I think that's doable. I think we can make it work. But this is going to have to get... yeah, that's going to have to get moved again. We're going to trust the process right here is what we're going to do, folks. I believe if it's going to be 2 blocks wide, that would go here, that would be here, here, and then that would go in... Yeah, okay. We're going to have to do more of that over here too, but... I believe this will work. I think it should be okay. I do need to check and see if I do in fact have a housing workplace. There we go. If I do have a clay pit, I don't think. Nope, I don't. I really should put one of those back in. Where in the world in the menus is the clay pit? Is that under industrial? Yes, it is. Industrial buildings. Am I gonna be able to get away with doing this? Doesn't seem like I will, just because of the way this is, oh, never mind. That'll work right there. That's actually a decent spot to put it. Assuming they can get that going, because that'll be closer, to bring these things up here. We're gonna have to put in, I don't know, maybe another 10 of these or so. Alright, that goes there. We still have plenty of dynamite. And this is actually ready to go. So, out from the corner we go. Blast that thing to smithereens. And now they are connected. And I failed to do that correctly. But this will now let us get this to be 2 blocks deep. Permanently connect these 2 things. Again, we're going to leave these blockages in place. because that is going to allow us to utilize the channels and not these little waterfalls here. We can and should eventually put terrain blocks in here, but I have to have the drills for that. That's going to take a while to get to. The double levees I do have to research, and I don't have those points yet, but once we do that, then I think I can replace those. And that should work out okay. Plenty of stuff for them to get into. Hey, this is already done. Nice. Is it ugly? Yes. Does it work? Oh, no. Oh, no. I can't. Oh, this is a disaster. Okay, well, that's a huge problem, folks. Well, that kind of ruins my plans here. I don't want to put a house in here. That's a huge pain. Tall and narrow lodges. I mean, I could. There's nothing stopping me, but this is a terrible place for a house. Like, I don't want a beaver to live here. I can't pause it if it's being used as a dam. Why can't I just do things the easy way? I mean, I can extend it out one more, and that's fine. That's not a problem. But the that's gonna cause some issues. I wish I could get away with this. I really do. It'd be so nice. Well, we can do this at the very least. We can do that. And then I can just... man. That just... That takes all the fun out of doing this, you know? When you want to do something just because it's a stupid, silly idea, and then, oh, you can't actually do that because the rule says you can't do that. Like, stop it. When I say the rules here, I mean the way that the game lets you place buildings. Not specifically a reference to anything in particular, but... or anyone in particular. But if I come up here, then I get... Why is the game paused? The game is paused because you paused it. Yes, astute observation. Thank you. Oh, should I... You know what? I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to have to do is I am going to have to do this. Just blast this down. Clear a little bit of the cliff face out. And then, yeah, this is all going to have to go away. This is going to have to get demolished as well. I wasn't planning on doing that. Well, it's gonna work out okay. It's just a little disappointing I couldn't do it exactly the way that I wanted to. But them's the breaks. Now, oh, they actually built this. I didn't really want them to build it, but this is going to go away. How's our ladder looking? Oh, good. So that's actually fully. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Yep. So now what we'll do, that goes away. I deleted the rubble that was on there. I hope it wasn't something good. Now, this is part of the other district. So hopefully that doesn't cause problems. We got 3 extra beavers because I think they were working in these. Oh, they're homeless too. Okay, well that's going to be a much less fun problem to solve. But at least we can get to this stinking thing a lot quicker. At least we have that. I think these little stupid bridges don't need to be here like this, but those are easy. Why in the world would that go there? In what universe would that tell? Okay, I guess it was technically connected to it, but there we go. That solves that problem. Where did that did it just put it? Okay, it did. It just put it on a different tall thing. There we go. Finally, a place I can actually reach. So that's progress, I guess. I want them to put things here. I gotta wait for those trees to go away. We need more housing over here. We We have all these bad water pumping things. Or we're supposed to. Maybe not. Ah, okay, that's what I was looking for. The small bad water pump that actually has housing in it. Well, that's something we could do. Can operate while submerged. Oh, I didn't even read the text here. Small manually operated bad water pumping station, possibly designed by a deranged beaver. The propeller needs to be submerged. Okay. So that is... Wait a second. Hold the phone. Okay, the propeller needs to be submerged. Well, that means the entrance is going to be submerged. So you're like guaranteed to get super turbo infected if you use this thing. Okay, propeller has to be a deranged but smarter beaver. Okay. Well, then what am I supposed to do with this? Alright, forget that. Forget that. We'll just do something else. Let's see. These are no longer hooked up to this other district here. So we will have to have actual housing. Right now they're just kind of doing what they want. At least we have pumping, but we need a lot more storage. We really need a lot more storage. Somebody also said that we should dam this up again, which we had done previously to try and force water to go through here so we can increase the speed of this wheel. I don't think that's how that's going to work. I could be wrong, but I believe we probably should focus on just, you know, getting this to work at all. I don't know if we even need or want to at this point, because it's part of the other district and they can just get water a whole lot easier. I don't know. Oh, this is flooded again. Yay. They still have not put this in. Seriously? Okay. Well, they got plenty of stuff to do. It's not like we need to rush them doing, well, anything. The berries up here are going to need to be harvested, but I don't want to really have a permanent outpost because I think that's going to cause problems. It would have to be a third district, and maybe it should be. I don't know. After a certain point with the water beavers, it just kind of becomes a, oh, well, okay, I guess you're going to have to try this insane, ridiculous solution. But that's part of the fun. Okay, so we wanted to see if this was going to block water flow. I don't think it does. No, actually, hold on. There might be something to this. The output went down a lot. Now it's at 30. And dropping. Yeah. So is this like the world's worst dam? Is that what this turns into? Yeah, and it goes up. And then as soon as that starts up again, it starts... Okay, well now, no, it's still going up. But now it's going down a lot. Well, why would it do that? What could possibly cause that to do that? And more importantly, is it flooded up here? It's not. But it is... It's very high. And now, yeah, now it's flooded. Well, is that the solution, to just not use our favorite toy? Is that what this is? I truthfully cannot tell you. I think at this point, the Water Beaver mod is like so... Oh, hey, these weren't marked for cutting. So many layers deep into the like eldritch horrors of getting a game to do stuff it was never designed to do, that we should probably just not complain if something doesn't work right. And just say, well, you know, that's the price of excellence, is to just have all this crazy stuff. But yes, we will certainly have to keep an eye on that, because now I am just intrigued. You know what? I am fully willing to admit, I read that, hey, maybe this is blocking. I said, well, there's no possible way that's true. That can't possibly be correct. But now it says 120 something, and it goes down when this is in the water. Does it do it every time? We don't know. But does it do any time that I pulled this up? Yes. Correlation, however, does not always equal causation. It's very, very important that we as humans understand that. Just because two things happen at the same time does not necessarily mean they're related. But that is some very interesting observations to be made there. This isn't flooded. In fact, the water level's lower than it was last. So I think water might just be possessed. That might just be what we're looking for. Trying to solve all that stuff here. All right, I'm tired of waiting for them to get these trees out of here, so I'm going to prioritize that, and then we need to put in one of these mines. Because we got stuff to do, folks. Can't be sitting here waiting for beavers to decide they want to do their job. Okay, these are going to take some time to get in. These are going to take some time to get built. This is actually going, but there's no available workers because we have a little bit of a shortage. So we'll be working on that. But once this comes in here, I'm trying to map out a 2 wide. So that would be, if I'm going to get this done, then that means, well, you know what? You know what? I could just leave that like so. That would be 2s here, 2s here. Because we know we can always come in with these guys, these levees here. I believe I can make this happen easily, and then we can just extend this one more level this way. Now that's a whole lot of clay and pine resin and all that other garbage, but if it saves us having to do crazy stupid stuff over here, then I personally am willing to put up with a little bit of the ugly. I don't know, maybe it'll look okay, it's ugly. It's decidedly hideous. But I think if we were going to actually put in a building, this would be a better place to do it versus all the way up here. I don't know. We'll see. Everything takes time. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, it's not going to be done this time. It's probably not going to be done the next one. But we're going to make sure that it gets done. They still have not done anything about this. I think the... Oh, there's no food. Oh, that is the other bad thing about decoupling this from the farm, is that there's no food. But they should be bringing some up here. Do I have storage for anything? That's for sawdust. The lemons are on that side. You can't eat lemons anyway. We've all seen the meme. But... what am I going to do about this, man? Where... I don't even have room to put anything in here. This is a stupid district. Why did I do this? This is a terrible district. I really should not have separated this at all. But it is what it is. Only so much we can really do. It's all just taking up space. I got tons of bramble flowers, and that's good, I guess. I got a grindstone. See, I have all these berries here. They could be eating those. Why did you die? Oh, okay. 57 isn't super old, but I guess that's a... Oh, no! Died of hunger. Never mind. Anybody else dying of hunger, or are we just old? Alright, do I have a gatherer's flag that... No, this one doesn't reach over here. Because it's not even in the same district. Okay, well, let's, Oh, man. Raise your hand if you hate districts. I'm currently raising my hand 4,000 feet in the air, and the FAA is calling to tell me I have to stop that so the airplanes can fly into the airport. But yes, I despise districts so much. But we have to use them, so we'll put this gatherer flag in, and we'll at least be able to eat these berries, so hopefully nobody dies. But we need to have, absolutely need to have storage. I don't know why they can't just store stuff in the district crossing. They got 800,000 things coming in here. So, sheesh, what a mess. This is where the pantry mod would be great. Battery Smooth, our dear modder friend, has made a mod for Update 6 called Pantry that is basically like a little 1x1 warehouse, but it'll store a whole bunch of different foods in it. Kind of like a snack machine almost. I thought it was really cool. But it's for Update 6, and this is Update 5. So we unfortunately cannot be doing anything with that. What do I want to put in here? Rice balls might be the easiest thing to import, honestly, so we'll do that. Just have some little pathetic storage here for some food so these beavers don't all die. See, now I'm like worried about the viability of this whole district, honestly, at this point. But what else could I possibly do? So, oh man, I wish I could get that to go away. But this here, once they get these trees out, we should be able to, you know, start blasting. Get things going. It's just, hard to do that from above. How's this looking? Okay. Did we get all of the second levels ones? Yes, looks like it. Alright, so these two are now fully connected. I know the water is still going to be going over this. We can't really do anything about it at this exact moment in time, but connecting is good. This is still a disaster zone. They haven't been able to do any of this. I will go ahead and deprioritize all that construction because they do need to come and do this. But like I said, it's going to take a long time. Nobody's able to work here because I don't have enough beavers. Well, at least we have lemonade, we have water. We have 10,000 food, although up here in the high ground, they might have the high ground, but they do not have food. And it doesn't seem like they are going to be able to survive without help. Oh boy, it's another bad tide. Well, this is certainly going to cause problems. All right. I need to make more tanks. I need to have room for tanks, first of all. But I suppose I might as well just put a couple more of these things in. I will do lemonade for all my little storages because that is going to be the easiest thing for us to fill up because we have all these lemon trees. But you know, it's a small district. It really doesn't matter that much. But man, is this a frustrating experience. I only have housing for 18. I need to build. Man, why are they like this? Why are the districts like this? Pit and ladder lodge, builders or haulers? We probably need haulers more. And I could put this in the badwater, and I don't think it will. I don't think it'll hurt them. I don't think. I don't know. Every single time I come up here, I want to just rip this district out and just not do anything up here. But that is not the way to do things. Where am I going to put this thing, man? Unless I want to use this to dam up the river here. Which, you know, we honestly could. Tower segment. Because it is a pit and ladder lodge. It is not a pit or ladder lodge. So if I did build that there... hauler segment, just way down like that. Then I could do a builders with a side door. Right, like so. And then all I'd have to do would be to put that guy right there. Except I'm going to want to get down that way, so we'll just do the double platform. Connect that, and that'll dam this up. So all the water has to go through this way. I don't know if that's really going to solve anything, but I don't know. I got to try something at least, right? All right, are we making any progress over here at all? Any progress? Oh. Well, then why... Well, I have explosives. Why is it saying... Okay, they're just slow. How inconvenient. Well... ooh, you know what I forgot about? Is that I've got ladders. And while I probably shouldn't build a ton of them because they use metal blocks that I don't have a lot of, relatively speaking, I could, if I really felt compelled to, I could just have ladders go zoop, zoop, and then just have this cut straight the way across. I don't know that we want to do that, though. I don't know. How, oh, good, 98%. So we will harvest some of these lotuses before everything gets completely poisoned, so that's nice to see. Yeah, this space back here, this is really stupid that I haven't used this again. So, what? Why is this even here, this Handicrafter's Lodge? Did I put this in here for levy purposes, or I just was bad at picking spots? I know it's because they're working on the plucked lotuses, but I don't know. I probably could have put something in a slightly better location. And I also didn't need to do this either. But might as well just place another one of these for the lotuses. And maybe a large one too, but for where we are now, I think this is fine. I'm just going to have... I'll just make this all for plucked lotuses. So we don't want to not harvest them because we can't put them anywhere, I think is the moral of the story here. Okay, because they can hold 100 here, and then that's got to get removed out. And then all the work on this is going to have... That's the most frustrating part, is the work has to stop while there's a bad tide. This is why this takes forever. Because I can't just send my beavers through the bad tide for an eternity here. Ugh, the time waste. Well, we'll get this all harvested as best as we can. And then we'll cut off access so they can't, you know, die from super poison. And then I guess we'll just have to think of a couple other things to solve before we're done today. I really would like to build the, at least one medium mine. And I have the materials for it, I believe. Should, yep. Remember, I got to give these guys time to get out of here, too. Okay, so these guys have... Why did I even bother having lumberjack flags up here? What a waste. I could just, you know, tell the... Stop! I want to click on your... Okay. Can I at least do, like, a little bit? I guess that's... We're just gonna have to wait till next episode to keep working on this. I know it's frustrating. I'm very frustrated that this takes this long, but... What can you do? Pretty much nothing at all that I can do about it. But hey, we put a couple levees in. Woohoo. Put this thing in place. Oh, 0.4 days. Did we at least harvest all these that we can harvest? Just randomly selected. There we go. Okay. Alright. It's time. Just unplug. Disconnect all these paths, including the safety piece down here in the corner. And all these guys can run away. Look at these idiots. Still going to work. Stop that. It's over. Go home. First of all, where are you taking that? Oh, they even... Oh, man, they started building the ladder, and we're not going to... Okay. Alright, is there anybody else dumb enough to keep working over here? Or did you all decide that it was time to leave? Oh, you're tired? Yeah, I wonder why. What? Hold on. How can they take this path? How in the world could they take this path when this staircase is here? They shouldn't be able to walk on this. Oh well. 8-day bad tide. Oh, what a pain. God, this... We're gonna have to wait like another 12 days, including this, for this to become clear enough for me to send beavers back up here. But it is what it is. And the plucked lotuses are still in here, but I do have 500 of them. So we can just, you know, set them to work doing that. This poor district, man. I truthfully do not understand. But, you know, they have water to drink. They've got it. And they have lemonade. There's only 29 of them, so, you know, 8 days, 60 per day. Okay, that's still not enough. Not even close. I don't think, but, you know, at this point, can we really be, get this, come on, like, what are the builders doing? I gotta put a thing in here. I can't afford to wait this whole time. Oh, what? Jeez. Of course I don't have pine resin storage. See, it's the stupidest little things when you have another district like this that are going to hold you back. Well, I will just go ahead and turn this into... Actually, no, it can't because it's a pile. I'll just put a sad little storage here and have it be for pine resin so I can keep building these things. Where in the world is the pine resin? I promise. There it is. Promise I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. Not exclusively. But, you know, at least, yeah. It's, yeah. I got nothing else. I really don't. Get over here and get rid... Oh, it's too far. Okay, well, I guess I can't be that mad. Oh, that's why. That's why. I thought that was open and I could just build a path. Well, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. This will fit here. Okay, so that's gotta come out. It's already marked for removal. So is that one at the end. So that was actually like the perfect spot for me to do that. Alright. So now I've got to... I know we can hide the UI, but I can't place this until the hole's in place. So I just have to remember which ones of these I can actually, you know, blast out. And it's very hard to see. So I guess just going in from right here. Right there, 'cause that's going to be the tip top. Yeah, remember when I said I wanted to have this done today? Like, we're 45 minutes into the video. There's no possible way this is getting done. Like, I understand why this building is the way it is. But I am not good at remembering physical space of stuff without having like a reference to look at. And this is flipped. This is flipped. So, you know, there's only so much. There's only so much I can reasonably do before my brain just decides, you know what? No, I refuse. Which seems to be happening a whole lot more than it probably should. But we're going to choose not to worry about it. I'm just going to do... Ugh. God. Please, all right, I know that it is impossible for you as the mod creator to hide this. I get that we've talked about this, but man, I wish you could do it. Oh, it's so frustrating. I believe all of this is the first thing flipped. Oh, wait, hold on. It's actually not flipped. It's just... No, it is flipped. Yeah. This breaks my brain, man. It really does. Or is this even flipped? It might not be flipped. Yeah, I think I decided I wasn't going to flip it. But what even is... Okay, that's what I need to be doing. I need to have all of this go away, but they can't come and get the... can't come and get the trees yet. We're trying. Ooh, boy, we're trying. And all my beautiful rice and all of the lotuses all gone in one fell swoop. Badwater is a cruel mistress. Oh, they can do this quick, but they can't take the trees down? Come on, man. How can you not... Alright. Now can you reach it? Now you can. I don't know how they could build this here, but they couldn't remove these trees without this one piece of path, and that does not make any sense. It super doesn't. There. That's our first level. That's all gotta go. And then we can keep on keeping on. But then the problem is going to become having enough... Maybe not. Actually, we might have enough dynamite. All is not lost. Not yet. Soon, though. Okay, let's leave that alone. See, I haven't even taken a look at the rest of my notes during the video because I was like, oh, this isn't going to be that bad to just go ahead and get this done and then we can take a look at everything. No. This is why this has not happened yet. It is just a Herculean task. Well, we did take a look and see if the washing machine blocked the bad water or the regular water flow, and we didn't get definitive proof, but we also didn't get definitive proof that it wasn't doing that. The ladders, I guess, worked, which is cool. Not that we were expecting them not to work. But, you know, it's the little things. It's the little things. You got to take what you can get. Is there any other, you know, just like little random stuff we can do to make things better down here? And everything is just mired behind these small couple of things that we've got to take care of. At least we're getting scrap metal. All right, now we might be getting somewhere, folks. We got these 4 that have to get brought in. Once, okay, no, these 3 are done, or these 2 are done. They can't get the materials because they don't have tools. Oh, because it's for builders. Oh, see, this is why I... Stop complaining in your videos so much. It makes me not want to watch. I understand. I do. But you also need to understand that this is exceptionally frustrating to deal with. Just constantly. Have to import more stuff. Well, I'll just put a little platform here so I can have my my tiny warehouse just for tools, just to build this one building. Okay, these are all dead. We already knew that was a thing. Of course, nothing's happened up here. And the water's not going through here. Yeah, that does pretty much confirm that we're going to be unable to do anything without putting these giant levees. So, do I really want to spend 150 science right now on these double tall levees just to force all the stuff to come out of one spot? I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm going to need to. Everything else is just taking such a long time. And yeah, and somehow I have, I've got 23 floodgate dam blueprints because I forgot to turn that off. So that's good, I guess. I will turn this to none. And I'm gonna need maybe 5 of these things. I guess that's okay. But I don't have... Wait, why do they not... Oh, because the output is full because I don't have space in my my library. Scroll rack, scroll display. Oh, this is 20. Yes, facilitate from other districts. Alright. I only have so many spots in this library I can place these scroll racks. So I probably shouldn't waste them. But, yeah, there's only 4, it looks like. Yeah, and I can't put them on the... Oh, no! No, I can't. Okay. That's going to be for Floodgate Dam Fancy. Which is where? There we go. Alright. Now that that's kind of taken care of, how's our good? Let's blow off some steam here. You know what? You know what? I am, I want to try this. I want to try not following the sign. I want to try just blowing this entire thing up to the depth that it needs to go and then putting a ladder in and then a little storage in the corner. I think that would be cool. I don't know how viable it is, but I am intrigued. I think we could say. And there's no reason for it not to work. I think the stairs and the blasting diagram was more of a suggestion to you know, make you not want to pull your hair out and throw your computer across the room. But if I get this one done first, I can blast it out before... Of course they did. Alright. It's like they don't listen. Well, what's probably happening is I'm just, you know, clicking it after they've already brought the stuff up to do these other things. And it really isn't their fault. But it's just so much easier to yell at somebody than to actually solve a problem. That doesn't mean it's the right thing to do. It does not mean that. But, it just goes to show how easy and quick to anger we can become when the solution to the problem is just, you know, don't be stupid. Alright, you gonna do this corner for me here? Thank you very much. Blast away. And now, yeah, see, now that's decoupled. So I don't have to wait for the rest of this. And these in the middle, they're not going to be able to get to without having the ladder in place. So we're going to need to be careful about how we do this. I'm going to have to put the ladder in completely and then blast the rest of this out. What was it? 4 deep, I think, was the depth we had to go to. Well, I can unpause this one for sure. We'll get that taken care of. And then hopefully by the end of this bad tide we'll have this thing operating. I know it's a big pain in the butt to get this going, but I think it's going to be worth it. And if this is a stupid way to do this, then hold on, I gotta put this back. Then at least we will know that it's a stupid way to do it, and we can walk proudly knowing we tried and failed, rather than just blissfully living ignorant of a possible superior solution. Everything else is looking good. I didn't check the... Okay, so these guys are okay now. They're definitely not ideal, and there's still 11 of them, sleeping in the middle of nowhere. Oh, you know what I bet happened is there's no platform storage in here. Scaffolding storage. Yep. I hate districts so much. I hate them. Unbridled actual malice. It's fine. I will just get that stored there. Anyway, the idea behind blocking this off was to force all of the water through here. And then, of course, once we get this mess taken care of, make enough power to use the water cannon and keep this filled up. But now it's probably not even really that useful of a thing for us to do. I don't know. Yeah, it was the scaffolding. It's that blasted scaffolding. All right. I see how this is going to be. Overhang walkway. Oh, the overhang walkway can't be built for the storage for the scaffolding because it itself needs not only scaffolding but also metal fasteners. This is why people have trust issues. Where in the world can I put these stupid things? Jeez. That's pine resin. I didn't want to get rid of these bushes, but I don't have any more room for stuff, man. I don't have any room to put any of these things. They're making me into a liar because I say we're going to do stuff and then we can't do it because we have to wait all the time. So get that garbage out of here. Okay. You are for scaffolding. You are for metal parts. Metal fasteners. Metal parts is an Ostrov thing. I really hope that game gets update 6, Alpha 6 soon, because I would love to go back and do another series on it. People just aren't going to watch it if there's no new content, so I was like, well, why bother? But I am very excited to see that one come back. Alright, folks. Make it happen. We got stuff to do. I can't wait all day. I wanted this done. The people want to see the mines. They want to see the bypass. They want to see progress, not 56 minutes of me sitting here wishing something would get accomplished and have to wait for it. That's demoralizing. That's not fun to watch at all. Now we have to wait. We have 1 day. 1 day left before the end of the bad tide to get all of this put in. I guess I should check and see. Oh, now we're gonna need tool storage. All right. Okay. That's wait. I have one in this district? If I do, then we're oh good. Oh good. I was yep. I was gonna be mad. Everything else we should be okay on. The planks are, yeah, they're still connected to that side. That's fine. No, I lost where I was. All right, can we please build? Can we please build these ladders? At least the beavers have they got homes now. That's good. We can feel good about that. Just get your pieces. Oh no, they don't want to work because they're dirty. Got 35 dirty beavers because they have no way to shower. And they can drink lemonade. They can eat rice balls, but they can't shower and they can't work. Okay. Best laid plans, etc. At least this area is, you know, mostly self-moderating for now. But I will not rest until we have anything accomplished here. Just build the ladders. Just build the ladders, man. All we have to do is build the ladders. That's all we have to do. Well, I can go ahead and detonate this. They can just walk around once this second ladder gets put in. And all that. Oh, boy. It's an exercise in patience, and I have failed. Is there anything else? Anything else at all that we could possibly do to get some sort of something else accomplished today? Because I feel like this has been kind of an abject failure of an episode if we don't actually get anything done. Wait, these three were in here and they weren't exploded? Okay. I'll just detonate those, that's fine. Alright, well, the bad tide is over, which means we can go in and reconnect this stuff as soon as that flow gets a little bit better, but man, oh god, these guys are so slow. It's like a contest for ineptitude. We still don't have scaffoldings. Well, look, we built the warehouse for the express purpose of storing scaffoldings. And I know we're not out. We got 100 of those things. So maybe we just have to wait. Maybe that's all it is you just have to wait. Alright, no, that's, I can't set this off because they have to put these two in the middle in. And then we gotta wait. Alright. Come on. Anybody. There's so many of you can go in and get a scaffolding and bring it into this district. Oh, they're importing lemonade out of high ground here. Okay. Well, you know, that's part of the reason why this exists. That's fine. Okay, I see pine resin. I see sunflower seeds. So they are actually, you know, doing stuff. It's just such a slow process that it just becomes torture. Try and sit here and watch this. Have we... No, all this nasty isn't out of here yet. It's not even... Oh, this is going to take a while to get flushed, too, because we have this whole thing set up this way. Well, if I were convinced that this would not be a huge mistake to get rid of the blockages here, then I could just put the double high levee so they have to come around the outside. But I guess we're not there yet. We just have to keep on doing what we're doing. Is this going to be walkable? Because we got to get these lotuses planted ASAP. I got 27 infected beavers here. It's a little too dark for me to tell. How are we over here? Did we make any progress at all? Okay. All right. They're almost done. Almost done. Come on. Finish the job. Good. Go down here and put the dynamite in. Please. Please and thank you. Okay, I see one beaver with the dynamite. There you go, standing in the corner there. And then this one should go down the ladder. Yep. Good. Good. Somebody come finish this. Thank you. Very good. That's done. The reason I'm pausing is so we have a chance of actually getting this done today. Yeah, blast that out one more. And then I will check. I think it said it was 4 deep. Yeah, it was 4 deep. Oh, but we're close. All right, that works. So that was 3. One more. Get that popped in there. This is now at the point where I'm no longer going to feel like I'm going to kill beavers if I have them go back inside. Wait, hold on. That was... I didn't need to put that piece there, but that's fine. Alright, replant immediately. ASAP. Because these things take a long time to grow. A very long time. Alright, that'll work there. Are we replanting, folks? Are we? These guys are... You know they're going to come all the way up here to do this. 30 contaminated beavers, 9 unwell beavers, 26 empty beds, 102 unfilled jobs. Because we have 109 incapacitated... Oh, because they're all dirty. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, there is no way that's possible. That should not even remotely be possible. Anything is possible in the water beaver mod. As long as they can just get these in here and exploded, we just need one more dynamite. They can let this whole thing rip. We'll put the medium mine in. We will finally have one of these things operating, even if it's in the other district. And maybe we can finally get a good supply of this other stuff we need to advance in the tech tree. It's episode 26. There's no reason for this not to already be finished. Long time ago. We should have already been halfway to the ENS, which, honestly, I haven't even bothered trying to get into yet, because we just have had such a hard time getting so many basic things done. You know, I wonder if it would... Yeah, it would probably place this if I didn't have this corner blown out, but that's what they said had to happen, so that's what we'll do. Alright, that's done. Now, the moment of truth. Alright. Yeah, I'll take that. Any day of the week. So that's going to work out to have the path come in like this, and then... it's going to be a storage pile, medium pile. Oh, look at that. You know what? You know what, folks? I don't hate it. I really don't. I think that could be a viable thing for us to do here. Now, if the platforms would play nice, and if we had a, oh, the skewer one, that goes side of cliffs. See, I can do this, but I don't know, yeah, sides of cliffs, water-type buildings, or giant pillars. Oh, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Can extend regular overhangs. Now, if this lights up green... Oh, yes, please. But it's... Oh, the science, though. This would be great, though, because this would allow us to have another pile up top here. Not that we really are hurting for space, but I am just so curious about getting that to work. Probably 131 incapacitated beavers. Seriously? All these dirty beavers. Go take a beaver bath. Oh, okay, they are. It's just full. Alright, folks. You don't have to... Alright, look, you don't have to spend an hour and a half in there, okay? Just get in, lather up, rinse, get out. Okay, so this is done. What are we looking for here? Can I reasonably keep adding? I mean, the amount of water that we have is honestly fine. I'm impatient. I want this to go a whole lot better than it currently is. Okay, so we have everything except a couple planks and all of the logs. And this is going to be... I forgot we can get water out of these. Coal, iron, quartz, salt, and saltpeter. I think Just because this is the only one we currently have, I think this has to be getting quartz. Then, of course, we can export it, but... why can I not... Why can I not click... Now I can click on this. Okay. Which one of these is... Oh, no. Quartz can't go in this. That's for gold dust or gold bars. Silicon metal ingots. Yeah, there's no quartz for this. Alright, so medium pile is going to have to be replaced with a medium warehouse. Then for whatever reason I can't click on it, but this will be for quartz. Glad I knew that. All we have to wait for now is logs. Why can I not... Did I run out of trees to cut? Yes, I did. All right. So another black mark for my horrendous prioritization skills here. But I suppose we will just have to cut down these dead trees and get all of our logs that way, because they don't want to import anything. They definitely don't. Doesn't want to... There we go. Just one of those things. Now, I thought for sure I had log storage in this district. That's for sawdust, that's for pine resin. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. In fact, it's probably incredibly likely that I don't. So, large pile. I guess just because this is already here. Log storage. They should be able to have logs in here, or I can just... Yeah, you know, I should have just done this. Should have done it a different way, but I didn't. Mark this for cutting, that for cutting, that for cutting, that for cutting, that for cutting. That. Get that prioritized. Is there anything else I can... Oh yeah, we're trying to make sawdust, but I don't have logs with which to make sawdust. These guys are look at me. The video's already too long. All right. I don't have enough beavers. I really don't. Let's God, I need this to be done. I need it to be done. Build the pile so we can get the rest of the logs and then import them, and everything, hopefully everything will be okay. So I guess while we're waiting on them to do this, we can just sit here and go ahead and get all the credits and announcements and stuff out of the way. I hope they can get this done inside of another 2 minutes. But I do always want to make sure that I thank you guys for watching the videos, because you have anything else you could be doing with your time with an hour and probably 12 minutes by the time this is all done of your Thursday when this video comes out. But you chose to spend it here with me, and I am very thankful for that. I'm glad we get to do this together. Also thankful for all the fantastic support from the Beard Boosters who subsidize these videos and make it possible for me to keep doing them instead of heading out into the cruel, unforgiving world of quote-unquote getting a real job outside of what I'm already doing for YouTube and everything else I'm currently involved with. But I really, really, truly appreciate the support. Could not do it without you. Genuinely could absolutely not do it without you. So you make it possible, and you make my life immeasurably better for it. So I'm truly thankful for you. I hope whatever it is that you find yourself doing today, you have a fun and a safe time. And we'll see each other back again for this series on Sunday. But we've got plenty more coming with the Update 6 Folktales. Got another video on that tomorrow. And then, of course, Prison Architect on Saturday. And the live streams with the Iron Teeth as well before the next time we see each other in this series. But plenty to get to. We're going to be getting back into Satisfactory and then probably Roller Coaster Tycoon at some point. That might be the next stream series after we finish up with the Iron Teeth Update 6 playthrough. And then I'm also taking ideas for what our new video series is going to be to replace the Update 6 Folktales playthrough. So if you have anything you think would make a fun interesting, different, new idea for the channel, like either a build challenge or a strange. Well, okay, well, don't make me try to build weird stuff. Okay, that's not what I'm soliciting here. When I say strange, I mean like an unconventional way to play the game or something like that. That maybe I haven't done before, or maybe you saw somebody else do it and you think it would be neat to see what I would do with it. Always want to see what you guys have to say as far as input and suggestions. I do always read all the comments. I can't respond to everybody, but I do always make sure to read them, and I do keep track of what you guys are asking for. So would greatly appreciate your help with that. I think they're finally just about done with the medium mine. We have these 2 logs, then they have to get the construction actually finished, and then, folks, it'll be done, and we'll finally have a medium mine, getting some quartz. Hopefully it actually operates with the ladders like this. I don't know why it wouldn't, but yeah, it's not operating because we don't have any workers, but but this does work, and we've got I can't select it, but we got a little storage in here, and it's currently set to do quartz. So there we go. That's it. We did it. Game over. No, but it is actually possible to do this with ladders and have a little bit of storage, and that's a great thing. So we will mercifully end this episode here and see what we can accomplish in the next one, where we continue with our badwater diversion setup. It's going to be a whole thing, folks, but I'm glad you're here. Again, I know I said it earlier, but that was a couple minutes ago, so just want to make sure you fundamentally and comprehensively understand I cannot do this without your support, and I'm very thankful for you being here. So take care, friends. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.